Howdy folks, Jody Marler, and we are up at camp in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan on a whirlwind trip. And just thinking about some of the questions over the past year or so, people have sent in about the van. So we want to do just kind of a quick rundown on it. Plus, we've been doing some off-roading, so. So the van is going to be replaced, getting a new elk camp. So come fall, winter, we will have a new one. But been thinking, what would I do differently in the next van? And it's not going to be much. I mean, I absolutely love this layout. Beartooth Van Works in Bozeman, they don't need any more advertising necessarily because they are busy. But they do a great job, and that is why they're busy. Big fan of theirs. Love these open bins in here that come out, go in, come out. Thought I would take them out. I leave them in. I love the fact that they don't have doors on them, and you just get to everything inside of it pretty easy. Everything stays up there super easy unless you're going off-road. It happens. The beds flip up out of the way for work. As you see on the floor, this is it's a rubber floor that I put a mat on it. Just keeps everything super clean. Don't have to worry about carpet, anything. So this galley kitchen that we built, Fishcamp custom, pretty simple for us. I mean, it's what we do for a living. We're home builders, cabinet makers, so this was pretty simple. Dometic 2-burner stove, little sink, little pump on it, electric pump, super simple. Inside the galley, fresh water, gray water, propane, everything that we need. Little kitchen, little bar, everything we need. Elk wine, keep it simple. Salt, pepper. And you trim the end. And one thing about the build out, whoever does your build out, whether you do it, somebody else, make sure you wire the back for speakers. You will definitely want them at some point, so do that. Lighting in here, lighting is phenomenal. It's on a dimmer. The max air vent is absolutely perfect. We ended up putting in a replacing the side window on the slider door, not by choice. This past hunting season, we left the awning out, totally forgot about it, and as we're coming back at the end of the day, that thing was just, it destroyed the window, put a couple scratches on the door. I don't remember if we have any video or shots of that, but we'll post it. Not awesome, but it did give the opportunity to put a venting window on that side. So now keep everything closed and you've got a cross breeze. Definitely recommend that. This side has 2 flip out windows as well. These little reading lights are just top notch. You got USB on both sides, absolutely perfect. And while we're here, I just happen to have a bunch of stickers. Get you some at fishcampcreative.com.
Now, young man, what do you want to do with your life?
Actually, Matt, I kind of want to be a writer.
Well, la-de frickin' da! We got ourselves a writer here!
We fish out of here. A lot of you know that. Doing pretty good. Water's perfect. What? Is it a walleye? It is. A nice walleye. Nice. That's perfect eater right there. Awesome. All right, that was like fourth cast, and up at my camp here in the beautiful UP, and about as simple as it gets right there. Sandhill cranes in the background. Yeah, awesome. A couple of jigs. And that little take from a walleye. They're just stacked up there. This might be a... Oh, it's a walleye. It's another walleye. They're hungry. And they're just beautiful up here. Love it. Who knows how many are sitting in this hole? Awesome. Good duck. We musky fish, walleye fish, and of course trout and saltwater fly fish. So ended up building this simple but super effective fly rod rack. Keeps everything out of the way, and it's all right where we need it. So got this bulkhead up here, which do whatever you have to do to make this happen, because this is super efficient. Keeping certain things up here. We've got tripods up here, things like that. Gloves, whatever. It's just, this is phenomenal. These come standard in the Sprinters. So, and by the way, that is what I'm going to get. I guess Ford has an all-wheel drive, but I don't know. Haven't heard any great things about it. I know what this does in four-wheel drive.
Cut to your right and get on that road. Get on the ferry road there.
Good and bad. It's not like my Chevy four-wheel drive, but it is pretty awesome for what this vehicle is. Swivel seats, they come standard in this. I do believe. I wouldn't think of getting it without. And I built this galley so there's plenty of room for briefcase, camera gear, and as you see, I mean, we use this thing all over for filming in Yellowstone Park, wherever we're at. We always have cameras ready to roll. So this is just a a perfect van for what I use it for. One other thing is the Dometic fridge. This thing is just bomb-proof. And you could build it with a drawer. I've seen all kinds of fancy ways of doing this, but I don't know. This is a pretty utility vehicle. You know, we're in and out and basically sleeping and eating here, but for the most part, we're out all day long. So this, push it back, it stays in place, it's done. Pull it out when I need to, use this for work. So pretty simple. So we have these insulated window covers, and it also makes a perfect spot to store the Fiamma awning crank. So I ended up replacing that awning, which was also a Fiamma, with this Fiamma 45S. I really like this. It's a lot smoother. Mounts directly to the Illuminous rack, and super smooth. You've got to have it. Thought about getting the electric one that senses wind and is supposed to close up, but I've heard mixed reviews on that. Okay, so the back of the van. I originally bought the Illuminous bumper with a swing out tire carrier and box. Had all kinds of issues. Illuminous, you make a great product, but this thing has failed on so many different levels. As you see, I replaced it with an owl van tire carrier and ladder. That's an Illuminous rack up there, phenomenal, but the next one will not have an Illuminous bumper on it. There you go, Illuminous, back at you. This box, pulling away, I ordered an Illuminous, I think it's a Sherpa, or sorry, owl van Sherpa that mounts to the hinges. I will mount this box to it and get rid of this whole arm assembly. I do like the lights that Illuminous put here. Just research it. The backup lights on this, you know, towing a boat, whatever. We're out in the mountains, out in lake country. You need those backup lights. As you see up on the Illuminous rack, we have a single, I think this is a 60-watt solar panel. Don't remember, but it does everything we need. We have never lost power. Got a 200 amp hour battery in it. And we have had so much gear on top of this for filming, decoy, everything. It gets used. It's not just for show. So Illuminous, and I think all rack companies make an attachment to put a light bar on it. So as you see, I've got a curved light bar on the top of the van, and after having that, I will not do that. When I had Backwoods provide the bumper, it has 2 direction on each side, so 4 total, but 2 directional LED lamps up front. What I like about that, keeps the light low. This light bar up top puts out so much light, and what it ends up doing in humid days or in snow, rain, it just magnifies that light. You can't even use it. It's much better without it. So having that the lower LED lights on the bumper makes the most sense. All right, so Backwoods bumper with a Warn winch on it, and like I said, these lights are incredible. I mean, one is going off to the side, one is forward. They are so bright, absolutely perfect. Love this. I will definitely be getting the same bumper on the next one. at camp first morning and heard a couple of grouse drumming, and I've always wanted to get a grouse on a log drumming, and came out this morning and there was one behind the woodshed. Run in to grab the camera and flew off. So I hear one, I don't know if it's the same one, but across the river. So put our waders on, we're gonna wade across, see if we get a shot of him. Don't hear him now, but hopefully he's still there. That was a blast, as always, in the UP. Heading back to Montana. Just had a great time up here and can't wait to get back. See you guys.